5 breastfeeding truths, ladies, in today's video.
This channel must never be considered a substitute for advice provided by a doctor.
So, we do know there are loads of myths when it comes to breastfeeding, ladies, but also there are some truths. Without wasting your precious time, ladies, we're gonna start up with the first one, and that is you will gonna feel the pain when breastfeeding for the first time, trust me. So, I was in the maternity, and of course you've got in there the doulas, the doctors, the assistants, and all the stuff in there. And it was a lady that was coming to show you how to breastfeed for the first time. If you were at your first pregnancy or not, or if you forgot or whatever. So she will gonna show you, she'll gonna help you to breastfeeding the little one. And it was this lady was coming up to me. I was breastfeeding already, and she was asking me if she can show me another way of breastfeeding. And I was, of course, yeah, why not? I'm at my first child, and I want to learn as much as I can. Why not? So she was trying different positions for the baby, and she was keep on asking me if I feel any pain at all. And I told her that yes, I do feel the pain, but it's the pain. The pain that I was feeling was coming just from the channel whenever the baby was sucking. So it wasn't the fact that the baby was biting me or wherever. It was just because the nipple was very sensitive, and at the same time, when he was sucking it, you'd feel that pain. I know whoever went through this process, you know what I'm saying. And she was keep on trying to change the baby's position, and she was keep on asking me, is it now painful? Do you feel any pain now? How about now? How about now? And I was like, yeah, if you want me to lie to you, when she asked me already the 4th time, I was, if you really want me to lie to you, yeah, I'm gonna tell you I'm not feeling any pain at all. But it is painful. But as I said, it has nothing to do with the position or with the baby, as far as I'm concerned. What I do feel is just because nothing came through those channels for the last 30 years. So of course now something coming up for the first time, I reckon it's quite normal to feel this pain, right? And she was keep on telling that no, you shouldn't feel any pain at all. I was okay, whatever you're saying. Now I don't know if she was ever breastfeeding or she was just making a school about it, and she was kept on talking about it without actually going through the process. But what I can tell you, and what I can tell you from my own experience and from other ladies' experience, from family to friends and people that I barely know, trust me, ladies, you will feel pain if you're breastfeeding for the first time. It won't gonna last forever. The more you're breastfeeding, the more used you're gonna be with, not necessarily with the pain, but with the process, and you won't gonna feel as much pain after a week, after a month, after a couple of months or so. You won't gonna feel at all. It's gonna be something very natural, very, very normal. The only way you can actually control the pain is by using the pump, and this is only because you can actually control the power of the suction. Yeah, if you've got an electric pump, you're gonna be able to set the level. But that's literally the only way you're gonna be able to control the pain, at least from the very beginning. Second truth has to do with the fact that the right side is empathizing with the left side. So when you're gonna be holding the baby, you're gonna breastfeeding from a side, you're gonna feel not pain, but you're gonna feel in there just like a contraction into the opposite side. It's something very natural, very normal. Don't you worry about it. But it's not a myth. It is the truth. Third one, you will gonna be feeling the uterus when you're breastfeeding. Again, this is the truth, ladies. Whether you went through a C-section or you gave birth naturally, you will gonna be able to feel your uterus contracting when you're breastfeeding, and it's something absolutely normal. And you should be glad that it's actually trying to get at its normal size. After you give birth, of course, the uterus is still quite swollen in there. Is not coming back right to its normal size. So you're gonna be able to feeling it contracting when you're gonna be breastfeeding. Another truth, not a myth, is that if you are breastfeeding from a single breast, just because it's not as painful for you, or just because, I don't know, you prefer that way, or just because you're not realizing it, you're doing it unconsciously, just because you're sleeping on a side, or you sit better on a single side, do not do that. Yeah, do not do that. Make sure you do use them both, because of course you will gonna see a difference if you keep on breastfeeding from one side only. Last but not least, ladies, instant thirst. I definitely felt that. Whenever I'm putting the baby to my breast to breastfeed, or if I'm using the pump, doesn't matter. I just feel like an instant urge to drink, I don't know, at least half a liter of water. So you're gonna feel drained from breastfeeding if you are not hydrating yourself. So make sure you do hydrate yourself, and you're gonna be fine. Yeah, it's just like a normal natural reaction of the body, because once you're taking out some of the liquid you're having, of course you have to make it up with the water intake. So just because I have experienced these five truths of the breastfeeding doesn't mean you have to feel this way as well, or you don't have to feel this way as well. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you what I'm going through. So if you can relate, that's good for you. Just be aware that it's totally normal, and don't freak out. Lots of love, mommies, and make sure you are breastfeeding as much as you can. There is nothing better for the little one, at least for the first 5-6 months, but the milk from your breasts.